Hi, this is Keith from Speak and Spell, back with another production video. Still got my headphones on, still using two screens, I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. Last video was See You, and a few people liked that, so back with another one, and this time it's Pleasure Little Treasure. And the reason it's Pleasure Little Treasure is we are playing the O2 Academy Islington again. This time we're doing the 30th anniversary of Music for the Masses, and we can't really do that unless we're going to play Pleasure Little Treasure. There's a couple of synth passages that are more interesting than anything else. The first one is this bell sound at the beginning. It's very, very simple, but the sounds are complex because it's lots of different sounds that sort of interweave each other. And to make it, I've had to use 8 different synthesizers. I've got 6 of the Korg Wave Station soft synths, 5 of them running the same sound, different places, different positions in the stereo field, and one using a slightly more resonant version of the sound. And so 6 of those. On top of that, at the end, we've got a bell and a good old-fashioned software version of the Jupiter 8. The Jupiter 8 was a polyphonic synthesizer from Roland. Speak and Spell actually have one, or I should say Tony from Speak and Spell has one. Not only is it a real Jupiter 8, it's actually Alan Wilder's old one that he used in various tours and the While We Live in a Live Handbell. And periodically, Paul Boddy and I get to play on that. And it's just a lovely thing to see. Completely restored and in beautiful shape, and it sounds fabulous. But we're not using it here, we're using the software versions. And it's used in a couple of places. So it's used in this first channel here, and then it comes in later on with a very fast sequence. And I've played it actually by hand. I'll just show that in a video above me here. So you should know what that is. And it comes in later on as a sort of marimba sound that happens on a sort of note and an offbeat. That's probably played above it as well. So those two, and there's something really very interesting about that passage as well, because we've automated the reverb behind it, which is really, really cool. Anyway, I'll show you the bell thing at the start, and this is how that sounds. We're pretty convinced that that's quite accurate. Feeling pretty pleased with ourselves on that. Of course, this is the 101 version, so various things happen. The bass line comes in there. I could just unmute that for you, just to show you that. That's produced using a Prophet 5 soft synth. It's actually 2. That one there. The original. Now, you'll see it playing there on the Jupiter 8, and of course underneath it we've got this reverb happening here. It's moving. And the reason it's moving is it's kind of like, imagine playing a synthesizer in a room, but the size of that room changing. And that's the effect that they managed to create at the time. Then the track progresses, and you've got this bass synthesizer that we're pretty sure Fletch played. That's a lovely little sound that we've managed to get hold of. So I'll just bring the screen back up so you can see what that is. I'll put the drums in there. Now the drums, standard drums from a drum machine. We haven't gone crazy and specifically looked at create anything. And the reason for that is we like the drums to poke out. So sometimes we'll go and get the exact sound. It's a signature sound. So there's the kick and the snare together. There's actually 2 snares. So there's a second snare that comes in, might not come in just yet, oh there it is, coming in every other beat. And that gives the effect of lengthening the second snare. So I'll just close those windows. And then the bell's there. And now we've got this organ, this rock organ. We think Alan played that live. There's also a note that pitch bends underneath it as well, which we'll bring in now. Let's bring in the various other parts. course. Now, the way this will work is as the band progress through this song, we all know what each other's going to play. We've worked it out already. So there's this rock organ here. Here I'll just show with my mouse. And then this note, this bent synthesizer note that comes underneath. Now you might notice there's no guitar. We've got some test guitar on here, but that's just for reference. Obviously the guitar's going to be played live. Tony will be thrashing that out on one of the Gretches. And here it is. That's our version of it, just for now. Of course that doesn't end up on the final track because it's played live. That should be all or most of the tracks unmuted for you. And the bass line will come back in now. Using this Prophet 5 synthesizer. Another interesting one because it's built up using two sounds. It's built up using this kind of sawtooth sound here, and then we've got a square wave version of the same synth playing underneath it. You can see the notes automate on this one. It's probably just out of range on the other one, just an octave down. Truth be told, that's the song. It's actually very, very simple. But the attention to detail is, of course, the different effects that different parts have. So, for instance, the marimba as well, that sits with that fast sequence coming in as well. I know for a fact that the whole band are looking forward to caning that one live. Anyway, thanks for watching.